We doing a countdown or anything? After the class.
We start this shit again.
Okay. No, that's fine. We should do a countdown. Nah, fuck a countdown. Okay.
Right, 5, 4, 3.
Do it again.
5, 4, 3.
You're nodding.
All right, just go. Whatever you want.
Okay. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the CR. Well, with me, as always, is King Crux.
What up? You can follow me on Instagram, kingcrux. Follow me on Twitter, kingcrux. YouTube, kingcrux TV. Hit me up.
And then on the other screen, we have, as always, I almost forgot, incognesto, a.k.a. Cold Cash.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter, incognesto, and Instagram. Same name.
Yeah. And I am Uncle Geno, a.k.a. scamlikely. And I'm tired as fuck, so let's do this. That's probably why I'm all like fucking loopy and shit. But so what's there to talk about? So we got some gas this week, some gear acquisition syndrome in the CR where we let all of our shit out, and some of our gas.
As for me, the only gas that I got this week was weightlifting shoes. I needed them for squats because I have poor mobility in my ankles, and I ended up picking some up. Shit's a godsend. Makes squats a whole lot easier. But that's all I got. How about you, Cold Cash?
I got a new knife. What?
Oh shit!
Looks like a razor, but it's like squared off. As I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. Has like a design.
Like a Damascus kind of
Yeah.
That's cool.
wood grain
Damascus
kind of look.
blade.
Sick.
Yeah. It's one of those like Amazon ones, like off-brand. It's called Buckshot, some shit like that.
Oh, shit.
Buckshot knives.
Was that an assist or you just flipped it all crazy?
Has an assist on it.
Oh, okay.
It just yeah.
Ooh. I like that.
Sick.
Yeah, I like that sound, right? That
Yeah.
click. I do that all day. As long as it's not cheap, keep doing that. It fucking flips out.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it. That's all I got.
Well, I came up on the restock of the NES Classic.
Ooh.
Came live on GameStop yesterday.
Is it pre-order?
All random. No, it was it like was just available. They're like,
Oh,
it
shit.
restocked. I'm like $60 tight.
Picked it up.
Instead of like, it's been going for like, I've seen it for like 150 like or higher
Like eBay?
on eBay and shit. Yeah, so I mean, I wasn't really like after it all crazy. It's just like it popped up on my, on my one of my notifications. I was like, oh
Yeah.
fuck yeah, I'm just gonna grab it. Luckily, it went through. So
Hey, that eBay sale is not going on anymore, huh?
I think it goes on till tonight.
Oh, shit.
It's probably done already. It's 9 o'clock.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, 15%.
What was it?
15%.
Oh,
off.
15.
State.
Thing is, like a lot of sellers, they know beforehand, right? So they start fucking anything
They'll
that's
bump
not
up the
posted
price.
already. They'll pump up the price
Yeah.
like
Damn.
10%.
I hit up a seller too. One time I hit up a seller and like, it was like I hit him up, right? And then I was like, oh yeah, is this thing still available? Just want to make sure before I buy it or whatever. And they're like, yeah, like it's still available. It's and then like I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna buy it on Friday when I get paid. They're like, all right. And then I go back, and then like $30 more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What the
see, I
fuck,
hate
dude?
that
Like,
shit.
cause he knew that like he had a customer lined up, or he felt like he did, and I was
Yeah.
like, fuck you.
Yeah,
Then I
what
found
a
the same shit for
dick.
like even lower. So
Asshole.
fuck that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate that shit. Yeah, it's like when I
So-
bought this mic. I bought it.
Uh-huh.
He had it listed for like another couple days. I bought it, but right when the sale was, but like the next day, it was up like $20, $25.
Fucking dicks.
Fucking
They
eBay.
know. They know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our gas.
That's our guess.
for this week.
Not that much gas this week.
No. No.
So the finale
Fuck. The
fucking
finale.
happened.
You better enjoy it because the whole 2-year wait for the next season.
Is it 2 years?
I think it's 2 years, dude.
Might be a
Fuck.
year. I hope.
I hope it's a year.
I know it's not coming out next year.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Not in
it's not coming.
2019?
I think it's gonna come
Oh,
out.
because they haven't even been
2020.
flagged yet, right? Like
Well,
for
they have
season
been. They've
three.
been
Oh,
approved
they have.
for season 3, but like
Oh,
in terms of when they want to release it, I don't think it's gonna be next. April when it came out. I think it's gonna be way later.
when
push
when
back.
did the first season end?
I don't know.
Yeah, because I caught on way later.
I
Way
think
later.
I think it was a year.
So it's probably okay.
Yeah, it was a year. But since HBO has all these other shows going on, I think they might
Oh,
wait
yeah.
2 years to release the next run.
You guys watch any other HBO shows just before we get to fucking Westworld?
Fucking Game of Thrones.
Well, besides that, yeah,
Right there,
obviously
Game of
that one.
Thrones.
But like, have you checked
well,
out
I
any
have
of the other ones?
Viceland now, so HBO's Viceland. So I'm able
Oh, for
to
real?
watch- Yeah, so you're able to watch the rest of Wong's World.
Oh, sick!
Vice-
Viceland's
on
on
HBO.
HBO.
Yeah,
Oh shit, I'll check it out.
It's on
Yeah.
HBO. So all of the Viceland shows are now on HBO.
yeah.
Oh, sick! I'm gonna
You
watch all
don't need
kinds of
Vice
shit.
TV. So Wong's World, all the second seasons, first and second seasons on there.
Damn, I
What
was
about
about
like
to
Fuck That's
cancel.
Delicious or like
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to
King of the
cancel
Road's
HBO,
on there?
dude.
really?
Yeah, I was about to cancel it, but then since you told me that, I might keep it for.
They got a lot of good shit on there.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
There's a lot of good like old like comedy specials. Like remember
Oh, yeah,
watching
yeah.
Dave Chappelle Killing Them Softly?
Yeah.
There's like all the old Chris Rocks.
We're watching a new one too, not like.
yeah, we're watching the new George Lopez.
Yeah.
Oh really?
And then, yeah, they got some good movies. Their other shows are pretty good too. Like Silicon Valley's fucking dope. I like
it?
that show.
Yeah.
I should
You
check
guys
that one
have
out.
Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
You ever check the movies and shows on Amazon Prime?
Every now and then I'll check it. I don't check it all the time though.
They have a lot of good like old movies, like a good
Oh,
lineup
really?
of old movies. Yeah.
Are those free or you have to pay like?
Most
some
of them
or
are
whatever.
free.
Yeah, some of them will say included in your membership,
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
okay.
other ones you have to like buy or rent or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
I
you
watched
just
Mr.
check
Robot
that
and
section.
that shit.
Oh shit.
Is that show good? Like I've heard some stuff
Yeah,
about it.
I like it because it's all
Uh-huh.
about like computers and hacking and kind of like dystopian world. Like, what if Anonymous like actually went through with, like in Fight Club,
Uh-huh.
right? They like blew up all their credit freaking agencies and then set it to 0. So basically, that's like the first season. That's what the whole journey was to do that kind of thing. And but
shit.
it's a kind of a mind fuck too because this guy is like Mr. Robot. He's kind of
Uh-huh.
you don't know like what the fuck's going on. He seems a little crazy. But yeah, you should watch the first season, like couple episodes, and then like the whole like the vibe of the show, right? The music and everything is fucking ominous,
Oh
right?
shit.
There's really no comedy break in between, but I like it. It's a good show.
What about have you guys seen that one show? It's another HBO show. They just started showing it. It's Barry that with Bill Hader. He's like a serial killer or something like that.
No.
Or no, not serial killer. He's an like an assassin.
Oh shit.
But
Bill
like
Hader?
he
Bill
gets
Hader is.
yeah. I just saw the first episode. He's an assassin and he gets the acting bug, so he wants to become an actor.
What?
Yeah. So yeah, I only saw the first episode, but I might start watching that just to kind of like keep my HBO like app active, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Either that or that and now I actually want to revisit Game of Thrones again.
Dude, it's so long. We still have like a year.
That's why
Fuck.
Yeah.
you got to keep that memory fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else is on there?
I don't know. They have that new
Defiant
show
ones.
that's gonna come out.
Oh,
yeah,
the one
Defiant
with
Ones. Amy Adams.
Amy Adams.
I forgot what it's called. Fuck, what's that show called?
No
She's like a
idea.
small town like cop or whatever that like, or she like moves back to a small town or whatever, and then she's finding out all these crazy crimes that are going on.
Oh, that's one of the previews, huh?
Yeah, yeah. They have
Oh.
that
It's like
one. They
Sharp
have-
Edge or something
Yeah.
cuts or some shit. Like I forget
Sharp.
what the fuck it was called.
Yeah, but that one, I mean,
It looks
pretty cool.
interesting, but I don't know. Not.
Yeah, I just
Like,
I probably would check it out because she's a good actor.
Oh
Actress,
Yeah.
sorry.
yeah. Actress.
Actress.
Yeah, I need a new show to get into. I do want to. Another show I want to get into is, well, I've watched a couple episodes already and they're fucking dope. I just keep falling off of it. But Preacher, like we were
Oh
talking about
yeah,
that
I'm into
a while
the
back.
second season right now.
It's on the second season, right? Or is it on the third?
Yeah, it's on
right
this. Well, like they've been through a lot of the second season, so I just started the second season. I finished the first one. It's funny as hell.
Yeah,
It's gory but hella funny.
Yeah, every episode I've seen is fucking sick.
It's gory.
Yeah, hella gory. Was it originally on FX? Was it AMC?
No, it's AMC. Or
AMC.
yeah, AMC.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, because so the premise is that the preacher is endowed with the word of God, so everything, right? Like everything he says,
Genesis.
he like, or if he says something to you in like the God voice or whatever,
Yeah.
like you'll like whoever hears it will follow whatever he says, like literally,
fuck?
right?
Yeah, it's like
And,
the Metatron.
like, yeah, in the first episode, well, spoiler for you, but
No.
you should watch it.
Yeah.
Anyway, but where the guy he tells the guy he's like, oh, you should give your heart to your mother or something like that, right? Like,
Yeah.
show her your heart, you know.
Yeah.
Like, but he meant that metaphorically or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But like the guy literally like cuts his heart out and gives it to like
Yeah.
his mother or something like that, his
What
girlfriend or
the
whatever.
fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All crazy.
Yeah, he like cuts out his heart and he hands it to her and he like fucking obviously dies. But it's that part was all gory. It was all.
It's based
all
off a
crazy.
comic book. I think
Yeah.
off DC. Is it
Oh,
DC?
shit.
DC or Marvel, I forget which
I think it's
company.
DC.
Is it DC? Because it's like Seth Rogen co-produces it.
Yeah.
That show. It's
Oh,
dope.
That's
It's
pretty
like, ever seen Hulu, this show called Future Man?
No, I haven't seen. Is that
Seth
the one with
Rogen also produced that show on Hulu.
Oh, really? Is that the one with that guy from Hunger Games, PETA? Is that the one?
Oh yeah,
No.
PETA. That is PETA.
Is that show?
Yeah, dude. It's fucking low key, fucking funny as shit.
What?
Oh my god, you need to watch it. Watch the first episode. You're like, what the fuck? But you can
Future
tell
Man.
like Seth Rogen, like it looks like you can tell it's a Seth Rogen fucking comedy.
All right.
And then the one-liners
Hulu? It's
the
on Hulu.
one-liners that they have, fucking hilarious.
Future Man. All
Future
right.
Man.
Yeah, I used to always see those like on the featured page or whatever, but I
Yeah.
never checked it out.
Oh.
Check it out.
So it's like a comedy sci-fi kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
It's funny as fuck.
Yeah, I need more shit to watch because, like, I mean, they just released Rick and Morty season 3 on Hulu, and I've like watched that probably like
Blast
four
through.
or five times since they put it
Oh,
on, and they
shit.
put it on probably like
That was last
or
week.
something. So yeah, yeah, I'll fall asleep to it or like
Burn through it.
I'll just repeat it over and over again. Love that show.
Yeah. Future Man. Yeah, I watched a couple because there's some like things you got to go back because they reference a lot of shit. But yeah,
Future Man. That's
the
it.
one-liners, man, fucking hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much shit that it's like, it's cool, but like it's just like,
overwhelming.
that and like you know, which one do you start to get into? You know what I mean? Like,
I think
there's
it's
so
all-
much stuff that's like, where do you go?
I think it's all like
Yeah.
niche based too. You know, like
Yeah.
you follow where your interests are, kind of. Because there's a whole bunch of people who watch like different types of shows.
Yeah, but sometimes like you'll find something that you didn't know you'd be into, and
Yeah.
then you get fucking hell into it. Like Game of Thrones, like is a
Like,
perfect example.
I did not think I was gonna get into
Yeah.
Game of I watched Game of
Yeah.
Thrones the first episode one day, and I was just like, I don't know, like
Yeah.
it didn't hit me. And then like our homie Mike, he was like, no, just keep watching. Maybe
Yeah.
2, 3, 4 episodes in, I was like, oh fuck, it
Yeah.
got me hooked.
Same with Westworld too. Like
Yeah.
like you know, it's like, oh well, I don't want to watch a Western show or
Yeah.
whatever.
Remember, I was trying to get you to watch it that
Yeah.
one day. I brought over like all the episodes we
Yeah.
watched, and you're just
Well,
kinda,
no, it wasn't that I don't know. I was just fucking confused the whole time.
though, yeah.
It took
was
me a
confusing.
minute, but when you like, you're not like a Western is not something I would typically like
Watch.
be drawn towards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that's why it was kind of like I was like a little hesitant at first,
yeah.
but yeah, once you see what it's all about, it's like, all right, this is fucking crazy.
I think that's what differs with Westworld with a lot of different other shows, is that the way that it tells its story is
Yeah.
so like unconventional. You know, it's not just like straight like one timeline all the way through. You get all these crazy flashbacks
and
and
you just have to piece it together.
yeah. So it's like a like a mystery box of a show. You know, it's like fuck, what happens here, and you start crafting your own stuff, which is cool. Like, we need a show like that.
Yeah, and that's what keeps people hooked.
Yeah.
So
speaking of Westworld,
on that note,
the finale.
The finale, man. Was it The Passenger?
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
So where should we start?
So the first time after I watched it, I was like the most confused that I've been this season. But like it took then the second I watched it the second time around and I started like getting more of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it was cool. It was cool.
Where do you want to start?
I don't know. We could start from the beginning, I guess. It's hard to go through the. I guess we could go through the. It's hard to go through the characters because well, beginning is when Dolores finds the Men in Black, right?
Oh yeah, they get together.
Yeah, and he kind of like that kind of debunks the. At this point, debunks the freaking the theory that the Man in Black's a host.
Like,
because he's like digging in his arm and it's all bloody and he doesn't find anything, right?
Yeah.
But is he though?
But
because that could be like.
I don't think he is in the course of this show.
Yeah,
not right
the
now.
course of that part,
yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah, I don't think he's a host at this point. But you know,
yeah.
as we'll get to,
that wasn't that him cutting into his own arm wasn't a fidelity breakdown.
Not yet. You
don't think
that's
so?
Like that's something in the future that
I think
that probably. But in that point, he's not.
I think.
Why would he do that?
I'm thinking that
that's
like
what I'm thinking.
He thinks he's crazy.
He just shot his daughter.
Yeah.
And he's like
snapped.
In that state of I don't say panic, but in that state of like confusion and like holy fuck, you know, did I really do
maybe
that?
Maybe delusional. He knows so much about the whole project that he's like, all right, I need to check for this. I need to do this.
Yeah, second guessing
but
himself.
The thing that was a little more confusing is that the last episode he was touching that area like a lot, right? He was
in the past, right? When his wife was still alive.
Yeah, he was touching it and like still like right before he's like monologuing to her as you know she's faking falling asleep or whatever. He's like touching it. So like, what was that whole deal about?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he might.
I think they were trying to throw us off. Like it was like a false positive, and fucking they're like saying they're trying to be like, oh, maybe he is. Like they're trying to like fish us. Like,
trying to fuck with us a little bit.
Yeah. But the main story was like the wife and everything.
Yeah.
But what did you guys think when? Because like Dolores, she has a lot of issues with the Men in Black, right?
Yeah.
So, what do you think about that whole meet? Like, they haven't seen each other for since the shooting at, the last season, the last episode, right? And that's like the first time they ever met. And this season, right?
Yeah.
What did you guys think of the whole like interaction between them? Like, was it legit? Was it like kind of like, because I felt. Man.
There should have been a little more emotion or a
little
more
right? Like
dialogue,
if I was her, like,
more...
dude, you've done this to me so many times, William. Like, I should kill you. Like, but
the thing that I don't get is that she's like, oh, she told him like, oh, you're it looks like you're questioning your reality or whatever, right? And then like she just tell him like, oh, I need you to get to where I'm going basically, or where we're going. But
she really didn't.
Yeah, she fucking didn't. Like,
yeah, she didn't need him.
Like, he just kind of tagged along, and then like.
And then when they got there, fucking, he starts capping her. Like,
yeah.
What the hell? I don't know.
Maybe he thought that she thought that he could do something to help, at first. But then they found Bernard, and then she's like, "Oh, I don't need your ass anymore."
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
And then he started blasting her. He's like, "All right, I definitely don't need your ass right now."
Right.
But all the years that the Men in Black has been, been in charge of the park and all that shit, he still didn't know who the fuck Bernard was. I don't know, like.
I think Ford kept that like, well hidden. Like
Bernard?
That shit was like all.
Like
Bernard died before the whole thing. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, because I don't think he was Bernard's. I mean, he is like up there, right,
He
in
was like
terms of management, right?
Yeah, like director of behavioral or something like that.
But I don't know if he necessarily would be on Delis's, or not Delis, but like Man in Black's radar. Like
Yeah.
he might be just too high up to like even care.
Oh,
Yeah,
Or
and
like-
they always mention that, oh, you're always at work, so you never leave the park anyway. So
Yeah.
No, I just thought it was weird. That's like
Yeah.
his employee. Like you don't know who the
Right?
fuck that is.
I know.
Like,
like you
run your
know
park.
him, but you don't know him. Like
Yeah.
his face.
But yeah, in terms of the interaction between the Men in Black and Dolores, I felt like it should have had a little more dialogue, a little more context, not just
Right.
oh, I need you to get to where we're going, and then fucking oh, I don't need you anymore. Ta, ta, ta. Like what
Yeah.
the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, it was almost pointless.
Yeah, like
I
there was
mean,
a
why
climax
didn't they
to
just
it, right?
meet there?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That there'd be
but-
more of a climax, or more of like gun like to the head, like there'd be more drama to it. But it was just
Yeah.
it felt like it was kind of brushed over. Like we
Mhm.
thought there would be something more, but it was like
Because I
Come
mean,
with
even
me.
in the trailer, like the first thing that we saw, or you know, the flash, the trailer for the next episode, he like
Yeah.
points a gun at her head, and I thought it was gonna like go down, but I mean, it did go down, but it just didn't go down in the way I thought it would.
Uh huh.
And, you know, suspense wise or drama wise.
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. What else is there? What happens after that?
What do we get? Oh, then we go into what, Abernathy? I don't know. We could talk about Maeve coming into this episode.
Oh yeah, my favorite scene. The bulls.
Oh,
That was tight.
That was tight. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
when they try to save her.
So when that dude, the tech, you know, the
Yeah.
sinister tech, like that dude is about to
Like,
about to kill her basically.
yeah.
Yeah.
She like summons her powers to get the other hosts to get up and
Yeah.
like fucking.
So she could bring back hosts to life then. Like that's another part of God
Oh yeah,
mode that
yeah,
she's
yeah.
on. Because those
Shit.
hosts were dead.
Yeah, they were in another
the
room.
one. Yeah, they were in another room that the Clementine had fucking
Yeah.
Merc, yeah,
brainwashed
in that
him.
pile.
So then she was able to resurrect them. And then tell them to like, hey, fix me.
Fix
I
me
like-
up. That
Fix
dude's
me, but, like,
sadistic though, man. He
Yeah.
put up the pain and everything.
I know.
It's
what
like,
a
let's make
Oh,
this
dick,
fun.
yeah.
Like,
dude,
what an
yeah.
asshole. It's like,
There's no fun without any pain or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Man, fuck that
dude.
guy.
I didn't like him before.
I like how she's like, you guys took too long, so I had to save myself, motherfuckers. And she just fucking
Yeah, right.
get the bulls.
Yeah.
Rent.
Those bros were all sick too. They're like half done and shit.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, she came out with that little like scarf / cape, half cape.
Yeah.
It's like,
So what
damn,
did they
you-
do? They just like kind of sewed her up a little bit,
Yeah,
and
right.
they're like, "All right, we're ready."
They just closed the wound basically, but they didn't like.
Yeah,
Oh, that was weird though. It's like the skin pulled back and you see all the tendons and the muscles into the neck. Oh, that's crazy.
that's some dope, like makeup work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, but then
props out to
when
the
like
makeup department.
Hector and the guys find Lee. Remember that he was like crying in the corner,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
like a bitch.
Yeah.
So like we can fast forward to that part where they're
Where
getting
Lee-
chased. They're getting chased, right? And
Where
then-
Lee gets fucking got.
Yeah.
That was kind of pointless to me too. Like he didn't have to die. I feel
Yeah,
like.
he didn't have to just be like, "Hey, dude, like, fucking, just distract him a little bit, and then like, put your gun down, and you could live." But no,
Yeah.
But he just wanted to go out in a blaze of glory, pretty much.
yeah.
But that was the whole thing. So I heard
But if
this
any-
somewhere. So
Oh, what's
it
up?
was the whole. So there's Hector, right? And
Yeah.
he knows Hector's dialogue word for word,
Yeah.
like when he died.
He's essentially what he wants. Like Hector
Yeah.
is the person Sizemore wants to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See, so it's like, and for him to go out, because every time Hector always wanted to save, he was like, okay, go. He's like, I'm going to sacrifice myself. You go. He always pitches that. Remember Hector?
So
Uh-huh.
he
And
got
then-
to live out his wildest
Yeah.
fantasy.
So, yeah. So
Wow.
Lee basically wrote Hector to whatever Lee always wanted to be.
Yeah.
He always wanted to be Hector, and that's why he it's like, I'm a pussy. Like, I run from situations. I'm a coward, but my alter ego is Hector, and like, I always wanted to be that guy to sacrifice myself or be that like brave dudes, and that's what he did. He quoted Hector. He the lines that he wrote for Hector is actually like what he always wanted, and he went out like
that
like
performance,
what he wanted to.
how he delivered that speech was a little cheesy, but at the same time, he's like trying to portray that role, and he's like, putting on, like, dramatizing
Yeah,
it.
he was.
Kinda,
Yeah, he was theatric about it.
yeah.
It was a good death.
And like,
I thought it was a good death.
If you think about it, Lee Sizemore's entire plot development in terms of like character development, he did change a lot. Yeah. Throughout, from the first season, the little sleazy asshole, to like the person now, where he essentially gave up his life to save the hosts, which is cool.
Yeah. But like, I mean, I don't know. I like them. I'd like to see him see him. I don't know, not die, but whatever.
So
yeah.
Damn, I'm about to jump forward again, but
no, go for it.
You know how Charlotte what's her name? Elsie and Charlotte. Right? Remember when she gets got? Yeah. At that point, she tells her like, "Hey, like, I read your profile or whatever." Like, essentially, Delos has been not just looking at guests in the park and downloading that data, but they also been getting data from the people in the park. So I'm thinking, the
employees or the
employees.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Employees,
so like, in a way, if you think about it, no one in this show is actually really dead.
Oh.
Because like, they have data on that person somewhere.
Oh, yeah. So
if they wanted to bring a person back, they can.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I like that actress too. Like, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyone in the show right now that just got or is dead can actually brought back.
That's a fucking crazy point that you just brought up.
It's fucking crazy.
Like, there's somewhere in that library, there's an Elsie book.
There's an Elsie book, and if they wanted to bring her back, they can.
Crazy.
Yeah. So the definition of death in this show is not actually you're gone, but you can be brought back.
Yeah. Your body is gone.
Yeah. Your simulation or your
consciousness is
is inside, living in a simulation.
Wouldn't they have to do that same shit though, of like establishing fidelity because it's a human mind, like how they did with Bernard though, for like human personalities or whatever? They would have to do the same thing. Fidelity, do that whole process.
Unless they I don't know. I feel like they like Ford kind of figured out by jumping into Bernard, maybe. I don't know. Like being,
because I want to see Shannon Woodward, like that girl, like back on Westworld, like.
Yeah, she gave Westworld a feeling, like I'm the normal person in this fucking park.
Yeah, she made it human, right? She was like the only person that was more empathetic, didn't have ulterior motives, like.
But she didn't think about like what she was saying to who she was saying. That's why she got her.
Yeah.
Like she straight up like showed her all of her cards.
Yeah, she didn't.
I'm telling on you.
Yeah,
like, all right, bitch.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, dude.
But her death is pretty important because
that's what made Bernard.
Yeah, that's what got Bernard to be actual like conscious. Like he woke up from everything.
And for his people.
Yeah.
For the host.
Yeah, he went to work 12 hours. He had 12 hours.
Yeah, so apparently it takes 12 hours to print a body.
Yeah.
I didn't know, but yeah. Remember we were talking about that, like,
how long does that fucking take?
Because we're thinking like he was there for like 2 weeks. Like, okay, within that 2 weeks he built, but he did that in 12 hours. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
So then like 12 hours. So that's like, so Elsie dies. Right? And then so he's like, fuck this, I'm gonna go print some shit.
Yeah, I know what
happened
like
between, you know what I mean?
The thing that tripped me out is that when Bernard was, she told him like freeze all motor functions, and then she goes, and then he'll sit down, and he sits down, and when she got, he was able to break out of that freeze all motor functions like
Oh.
mode.
Oh yeah.
And then that's when he's like, "Oh, I need your help. Like, where are you?" And he tried to like plug in Ford,
Right.
but really
Ford
he was like,
gone.
yeah, he was gone, but he was really using his imagination, and that voice in his head, or that Ford image, was his own voice,
Right.
but just vision
He himself manifested it into Ford.
into Ford in order to see or hear his own voice. That's fucking dope.
Yeah. So he
Fucking dope
transcended.
storytelling.
Yeah.
Like that's another level
Yeah.
of like human personality.
The bicameral mind.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the suffering from Elsie's death was what triggered it.
Yeah. Damn.
Super dope.
Fucking show.
But yeah.
As weird as I want to say this, but as weird as this episode was, and it has so many flaws, it still satisfied me in a way. Like, it still answered a bunch of questions, but also
No, yeah, for sure.
left me with
Yeah.
some.
So what did you guys think about the door? Was that
the rift?
the
Oculus
rift? The door.
The
Because that's
door.
what they were all going to, right? Maeve and everybody, like the
Yeah.
whole line of hosts.
I mean, I
like,
get
Literal door.
I get what Dolores was saying, and I also get why why Akecheta wants to get there, because those are two different perspectives. Akecheta wanted to get there to get his people into a place where they can live without control,
Yeah.
right? And it'd be free of human like minds and human control. And then what Dolores is saying is that same place is, it's still a prison. Like, you're still going in there. Yeah, you're living
Yeah,
free, but
yeah.
you're not really free.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I get where she's
you're
coming
living
from.
in
for
a
sure.
place that they built for
Yeah.
you.
You're still in a
so
prison.
Yeah, they won't have control over you, and you can live your own narratives and build your own life or whatever, but it's still a prison. You're still caught in that that virtual reality or simulation.
Yeah, you're in the world that they made, not
Yeah.
where they live, kind of thing.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I do get Ketcheta's reasoning, and I do get Dolores's reasoning.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like it didn't, why did it have to be like this little like crack?
Little
Like,
sliver.
I feel like they could have just like
The
if you get to
rift.
the valley, just rapture everybody. Like they didn't have to like get in a line and then
Yeah.
go through this little crack in the fucking wall.
And then fall in the valley, like,
Yeah, I feel like they could have just like if they had that power to do
Yeah.
that or that programming or whatever, why couldn't they just like people get in the group and just rapture everybody?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, beam me up, Scotty.
Yeah,
all
well,
at
they have
exactly.
once.
that mesh network too, right? Fucking download, just like go through the
Yeah,
whole
like,
line.
Maybe,
right?
maybe
Why did it
I
have to
don't
be
know.
physically go through this thing?
I don't know. Maybe.
But I get it was probably
I'm
for
gonna
like
get-
storytelling or
Yeah.
whatever. But
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go the technology route. It's like, maybe it's too much data to get at once.
maybe
Like, you have to go through
one
like
by
a,
it was
like
like
a
really
downloading
one by one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have to download all this data real
Yeah.
quick from not one at a time, but just
And that's the
Yeah.
hot spot.
yeah,
that's-
because if you're trying to get all at once, you won't be able to get everybody at once. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah,
Just
No,
from
that
the
makes
technology
sense.
standpoint.
yeah.
Plus, they gotta extend it somehow, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It
And
look-
then
it look
fucking
kinda cool.
Clementine, man, just fucking
Ooh.
coming
Straight
through
up.
with their
Yeah.
infectious like zombie hotness.
Yeah. Her zombie hotness. Yeah.
Yeah, infecting everybody. Just
The
with
thing that
the
I don't
glare.
get is when Armistice shoot her,
hmm
and then when she finally died, like, everybody was still fucking fighting. So does it
Oh,
mean
because
that,
it's infecting. It's
oh,
like-
okay. So it wasn't like her presence is making everybody fight. She just like sent everybody
yeah,
the
she-
code.
Yeah,
Yeah.
once it got
Okay.
to code this other people, it started going through the whole line. But the thing is, like, we see her at the end of the fucking line, right? And they all
Yeah.
started running. And Arms says, "Oh wait, I could fucking shoot her. You could have shot her long fucking
Yeah.
time
Long ass time
ago.
ago.
Right
in
when
the
you first saw
beginning
her.
at
Well,
the end of
I
that
mean,
line.
Yeah, but they didn't know that she was gonna like
Yeah,
fuck
that's
everyone
true.
up like
they
that
didn't,
too.
They didn't know what's going.
She's like, "Hey, it's Clementine." Oh shit!
Oh
What?
fuck.
Why are people going crazy?
Hey girl, what's oh? You're not on our side
Hey, girl,
anymore.
hey. Damn.
So during
Yeah.
that whole time, Maeve and Hector and all the whole crew was trying to look for her daughter, right?
Oh yeah.
She was like at the end of the line already.
Yeah.
So during that scene where she's trying to get her daughter through the rift, but like now it's like everyone's attacking and all this
Right.
shit. What do you think about her god mode power? Where she's
Her
just
fucking
like,
Matrix mode,
fucking
fucking Neo, that shit.
Oh yeah. And then she got blasted, right?
yeah.
Yeah, by the Delos employees.
Yeah. Yeah, she was like she became like super overpowered like
Yeah.
at the end. Well,
I
because
mean,
Ford
yeah, I was about to say
Ford
Ford.
hooked her up.
Yeah, Ford did it.
My was it my favorite one or whatever?
My
Yeah.
You were
favorite.
Here's everything.
Yeah.
Damn.
So there was
I don't know about that.
I was
Superpower,
watching
man.
some YouTube videos and listening to podcasts, and they were saying that some people were saying about why was Akecheta's wife already in there,
Yeah, dude.
but I do have to say it's Ford. Like Ford met up with Akecheta beforehand, and then
Yeah.
Oh, probably
Yeah.
already uploaded. So all
yeah.
the like the ones that they decommissioned, he probably took all their personalities
and put him
before
in
they decommissioned and like.
Yeah,
Or
or
the
he just
ball,
did him.
the
He
marbles.
straight did him a solid.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, you're becoming
Like you're the one like who started or
oh yeah.
kind of started this whole shit. Like
Yeah.
you found it first, so like I'm gonna hook you up.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hook you
And they
up.
gave him a goal though. If he knew that
Yeah.
his like love was like at the end,
Yeah.
right? Already.
Uh huh.
And then why not work towards that? Like that gives
He's
them
one
like a huge like motive to like go
Yeah.
and do everything.
And yeah, Ford's the one who told him to do it. Is like get your people like once this happens,
Yeah.
get your people ready. Like
Yeah.
he kind of
Guess what?
confirmed. He kind of confirmed it. Like
Yeah.
yeah, you
Yeah.
need to do this.
Yeah. I like that they did that.
Yeah, that's
Like
cool.
it gave him. I mean, like if we don't see him anymore, like it gave him an ending.
Yeah, it was a happy.
Yeah.
It was a
You
happy
made
ending.
it. You made it.
Like it would have sucked if like he just gave what? Huh?
What do we do now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What,
It's like,
what about
yeah,
Teddy?
he
What,
died.
what about
Because we
Teddy?
see
What's
his
he gonna
body,
do?
right?
Who?
We see his
Hmm?
body like at the edge of that cliff.
Kecheta?
Kachita, I think so.
Yeah,
Isn't that
yeah,
from
yeah,
Ghost
he-
Nation? They showed like him when Dolores and them. Well, not Dolores.
No, I don't
but
think it was him, but it was
at
a
the
ghost
end with Bernard. Well, it
Yeah, when
wasn't him.
he was washed up on the beach. One of the
No, it was like at
Ghost
the
Nation?
end of a cliff. They showed one of the Ghost Nation guys, and I think that was a Kachita.
Oh, I
I
think
may
it was
be
just-
wrong though.
I think it might be the first dude who ran into the.
Oh,
like, he ran into the rift. or
Oh
the
yeah.
crack, and then he like
Yes.
he ran into the
like,
rift
"Fuck you
and then
guys."
fucking
he just did that shit.
he's like, I made it, and his body goes just falls.
Oh man, to act that out.
Yeah.
It's just, oh man, so
No, but
we just need you to run straight
And,
and
then
then just
fucking
fall.
Just fall off
limp.
this cliff.
Just fall limp.
We'll do the rest.
It's all good.
No, I was gonna say, what about Teddy? Like, what's he doing? Like, what's he gonna do now that like, cause his like it felt like his cornerstone was like Dolores, or part of his cornerstone was Dolores, right?
yeah.
So like she fucked him over. What am I? Well,
Yeah.
no, but then now he's free, but still, it's like
Yeah,
he's like Dolores,
Looks around.
Dolores.
that's fine. I don't. Everybody's Native American
he
here.
he did look hella lost.
Yeah, he did.
He's like,
Some shit.
what the fuck?
I
I
for
don't know anybody.
just for
Well-
context, that popping in the background is fireworks.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's almost the 4th of July, so just let you
Oh, it
know.
looks like it feels like somebody's tapping or some shit.
Yeah.
Anything on your garage.
oh shit.
You hear it?
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see. I can see it on the background.
Oh shit. Oh yeah.
Oh,
you
there we
can
go,
see
yeah.
it.
They're popping off some rounds out
Oh
there.
shit. Obi hates that. My dog hates that. He hates 4th of July. All my dogs.
My dog too.
Yeah, it's like the worst one. The worst holiday for all dogs.
I
Yeah.
heard that. So Seaside, like, they're gonna have a fireworks show too,
Yeah.
with a petting zoo. So like all those animals are gonna be so fucked.
Startled as fuck.
Yeah.
Where are the pigs? They're hiding.
It's like, here's a goat. Oh,
Like-
what a nice guy. Oh,
Yeah.
Where's the goats?
Where's
all
the
gone.
guts?
Like you're just gonna hear like all the pigs and all everything, like when all the fireworks are going off. you
Yeah.
just hear all the
Yeah.
pigs, like, "Bah, bah, bah,
Fucking
And then
flashbacks.
all the goats are gonna have little pellets on the ground. What are those?
Oh shit.
All right.
That's right.
So okay, so Teddy's just like
He's just gonna be lost.
yeah. That's the one that Charlotte left. Dolores Charlotte left. Like, oh, we need one. Let me
One
just-
more.
Yeah. So
So-
that's probably how Ford did it.
Okay. Yeah.
Did his wife, Akecheta's wife.
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah.
did.
He
took
put-
his
he did
marble and
that,
shit.
yeah.
Like, ding.
Damn. We need to talk about that storyline.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So
Bernard moving on, making Charlotte. Like we'll start there.
yeah. Well, we were
Okay.
getting there. We were getting there. So
Wait, can we beer it up real quick? Can I
Okay.
refill?
all right.
All right.
Refill
Okay.
break. Refill
Yeah,
pause.
refill break.
Refill.
Like, and then.
And we'll be right back.
Okay.
Are you done with yours?
Refill.
Are you still recording though, Junior? You just cut it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep it recording until. But I'll do like the last thing I did before I did like I'll do a transition.
Like a please.
You
stand
see the
by.
last episode? I put the fucking Wu-Tang
Oh yeah,
song
yeah.
in the beginning. I'm like, fuck,
That's
oh,
all
I
sick.
forgot to use that before.
Oh, you had that for the previous episode.
Well, for the Shogun World one, then I totally forgot to use it.
Oh.
Careful.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, we're on Google Podcasts now.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, Google Podcasts, and we're on a bunch of them now.
How can you hear it? Oh. What was the one that you sent us? Anchor FM or?
Yeah, that's like basically our web page.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit. We should be at like 16 plays in June.
What the? Who's watching
Wait,
this?
from where? From YouTube?
No. Shit.
I watched it.
7 plays for the last episode.
Cheers.
Episode 6. On other though, not on YouTube though.
Mm.
3 on Anchor, 3 on iOS, on Apple,
The
2 on
podcast
Google
app?
Podcasts,
The fuck?
and 8 on the other, so which I'm not sure what. And that doesn't include YouTube.
Bless you.
Okay. Ready?
Well,
Yep. So, let's do the clinky for the when it comes back.
And we're back.
Back.
All right. So
Mhm.
real quick. Oh, I just hit phone. Hold on.
So we're talking about Charlotte and Charloris.
Charlotte.
Motherfucker, dude.
Yo,
That's hella close. Is that right out front?
that's
Yeah,
like right out
right
front.
up front. Can you see it in the upper?
Yeah, it's right across the street.
Get down. And this is Watsonville, so nobody.
They
Cops
don't
don't
give
care.
a fuck.
Yeah. Tight. All right.
That's gonna happen more often than not. So we
Oh,
might as
yeah.
well just get through it.
Okay.
What are
Yeah.
you guys doing for 4th of July? Anything?
Squats,
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
it's still
Wednesday.
squats,
Let's
and
do it.
barbecue. I think we're gonna try to get some.
I have to work at the parade.
Oh shit.
I'm in the cars, so that's kind of cool. That's the.
You don't gotta walk it.
No, I do have to walk.
Oh, you do?
I'm like
Shit.
I'm like traffic control. So I have
Oh.
to walk along the parade and be like, go,
Oh, I was gonna be like, hey, step back, motherfucker.
go, stop, go, stop.
That's your job for the day.
Pretty much.
Sick.
It should be alright. Like I'm actually looking forward to it. I haven't been to the parade in a while,
Yeah.
but and yeah, I don't mind walking.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Where were we? So
Charlorens.
Charlotte.
Yeah, after
Hell.
Bernard kills Dolores. You say Charlorens?
You just said Charlotte.
Charloris.
Charlores, yeah.
The Charlotte.
Lawrence.
There you go.
Hail
The
Lawrence.
Charlotte.
The Charlotte. Dilot.
But should we talk about the forge? Like when Bernard and Dolores go into the forge, because that leads into.
Oh, right.
That
when
leads
they're-
into Charloris, sorry.
Yeah. Charlores.
Oh, when they meet with Logan.
So like after fucking cap,
Yeah.
fucking,
Once they get into the.
yeah, when the Men in Black shoots Dolores and
Right.
he gets his hand blown off,
Right.
and then her and Bernard walk into the forge for the first time.
For some reason, nobody wants fucking. No one wants. Oh, just going back real quick.
Yeah.
No one wants Man in Black to die. They just want him to suffer. Like, you know what I mean?
Dude, I don't know if he can die. That motherfucker got shot. His freaking fingers are gone.
So
like,
that's that. See, like for example, yeah, like the Ghost Nation like kept him alive. Well, didn't really keep him alive, but they didn't try to save him either.
They want to make him suffer.
Yeah, and then same thing. Yeah, same thing with fucking Dolores. Like, she's like, you know what? I'm just leave you here and with your fucking pain and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's
even Emily wanted to make him suffer.
Yeah, like nobody wants to kill him. Like, well, I don't. Anyways, that's kind of.
He's a fucking virus. He's such a dick.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, that was just a quick observation. But So yeah, the forge.
Yeah. So Bernard and Dolores make it to the forge. They get to the control room, and then they finally enter the forge.
Right.
Yeah, and they find.
So they're walking through. The first thing they see is like they're walking through kind of like the hall with all the Jim Dellises, right? Am I off?
No. They first they end up at.
They meet up with
Sweetwater,
the librarian guy, don't they? Which is Logan.
Oh yeah. No wait, I don't know.
Or that's after Sweetwater.
Because I'm thinking that they go to the first Sweetwater, which is like. At the regular Sweetwater, they see everybody inside of their regular roles.
Yeah.
And then they walk through it. Is that through the door? Like what
I don't know. So basically they meet up with Logan and then they go and see Logan takes him to Delos' first visit to the park, and they use that as a baseline, right? And Clementine is Maeve, and then
okay, yeah.
And then he talks about how like, okay, so this is our baseline. But when we tried to change him like slightly, or try to change his experience, or change him slightly, it would have drastic effects, right? Because then he ended up going crazy, like
you see that,
massacring the whole town.
Yeah, he made everybody fucking bow down, and he's all everybody.
So that's what they're saying. He was saying like, right, like if they tried to change something, would, like it would like have extreme effects, but then.
And then they try to find his whole purpose, like, and then they started to say, "Oh, it's my son."
Yeah.
But like every time they try to like change him in a way, it was always the same outcome.
Yeah,
like
no matter how many
are easy.
Yeah, no matter how many fidelity tests they ran or whatever, his life point, no matter how many changes they made, it always ended up at that one point where he's talking to Logan.
Right.
Yeah, where it changed everything.
So it's like
and then
humans
never
are on
changed.
a loop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Humans are on a loop.
On a loop, and their code is not as.
It's way more simpler.
Not
it's
as
ingrained in them. Like they're always gonna try and stick to their cornerstone or their
and that's
loop.
what Ford's been saying. It's like nature. It's like
Yeah.
that humans are naturally evolved to go through their own, like, I guess their own narrative. They only have one narrative and they stick to it all the time.
Yeah.
So
and then they finally get to the library.
Yeah. And then Dolores is like she's reading people's books, right?
Yeah. So the thing that tripped me out is that like the whole humans are so simple they could fit in like 10,000 lines of code or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he was saying that the problem was that we were trying to develop human hybrid hosts, and we thought their code would be much more complicated. When in reality, they're all it's really, really simple.
Yeah.
So it kind of explains the reason why when they finally made it to the library with all the humans, that Dolores is just fucking reading through them like really, really quickly.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, what? I know this. Oh, I
Yeah.
know this.
Yeah. So is she gonna use that for some personal gain, or?
I think she's reading the books, or she's
to be a step ahead of people. Yeah.
Yeah, like she read enough of them to be like, oh, like this. All these people are the same. Like all these people.
Because he pulled off Carl Strand. You see that?
Right.
Carl Strand wasn't even in the picture yet.
And then
she pulled off a book of him.
Yeah, and then like a couple books down was Charlotte Hale.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm thinking that she's reading the books, and she's like, "Oh, I know how these people react already. I know how these people react already."
So then that's how she could be Charlotte Hale.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and
And
then
that's how she's able to determine what their next step was all the time.
Yeah.
yeah. And just as a homage to Ford's last speech, I saw this or I listened to this in a podcast, but
Yeah.
just as a homage to Ford's last speech, he said that was it like Beethoven, Chopin, and all them, like they
didn't
never
die,
died. They just became music.
Yeah.
And it's like cool and fitting that when she opens the books, they're not like words.
Yeah.
It looks like the little sheet
The
that
pla-
like an
the-
automatic
yeah,
piano.
yeah.
That shit is
The player
dope.
piano
Dude.
music, yeah.
That's a cool little homage back to Ford's speech. Like,
Yeah, that was cool.
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
so they finally make it out of the forge.
Okay.
And Dolores, is that when Dolores?
No, well, he kills her. They have that argument.
Oh, okay.
Well, in the middle before that,
She decides to
they
delete
get out.
them.
Yeah,
she
decides
wants to
them.
delete him.
Yeah.
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 And then,
Then,
well, Bernard tries to stop her.
yeah. And he does, right?
Yeah, he
Shoots her.
stops her.
Okay, so he shoots the Dolores.
Yeah, in the fucking face.
I know. Right
Straight
through,
up.
right through the eye.
And then he grabs the
Abernathy's ball.
his head nut.
Pearl.
His pearl, yeah.
His pearl, and then he starts
Pearl of
heading
the
out.
Orient.
Well, no, then he, well, not now, but he
No.
takes Dolores's pearl.
Does he?
I think so.
Yeah, takes Dolores's
Oh,
pearl,
yeah,
and he
he
puts
does.
Abernathy's pearl inside
Inside
Dolores's
of,
head.
okay. Because that's where Dolores
That's
got
where-
the key the last time.
Yeah, and that's how he duplicates Dolores into Hale. Because
But-
when he switched that out,
But does he do something to that key? Because when they plugged it in, right? They're like, oh, cool, like it opened it, but then it started like, did he reprogram that key, like Abernathy's pearl? Because remember when they put it in, right?
Mhm.
It opened, and then
yeah,
and all of a sudden,
but it
started
had
sending,
the people the host data.
yeah, it sent it out to that. It changed the coordinates of the place. So did.
I think.
Oh, Dolores did that before she died, right? Or she.
Well, I think
around.
before. Okay, so I think when Bernard was like, hey, like, you know, trying to stop the Dolores inside of her own body, she was saying like oh, like, I'm gonna essentially delete the Valley Beyond, like delete everybody who went through the rift. And then he's like, no, you can't do that, like, you know, no. And then that's when he decides to shoot her. Right. So he's like, no, don't delete them. Bah, shoots her in the head. And then, you know, I guess later on when he decides to bring her back as
Charlotte.
Yeah, as he brings her back, that's when she changed her mind.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then that's when she sent the host data to a different server,
Oh.
Yeah.
different location.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Okay.
they never changed the data. It's just that.
Yeah.
Oh okay.
But
Yeah.
the reason why Bernard shot her in that moment is because her mind was still set on deleting the host data.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Which was the wrong move.
Yeah.
Did you guys predict that though?
What?
That Charlotte was Dolores?
Fuck no.
No, hell
You
no.
see that
That
Okay.
shit was a big ass twist. I didn't know
That
what
was
the hell.
that was the shit right there.
Yeah.
That was the Man in Black twist
Yeah, of
the
this
first
season.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck, and she came out like Terminator and shit, like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fuck in the flash. I was like, oh fuck.
What?
Careful what you wish for. Crack.
She didn't even have to
Damn.
look at shooting fucking fools. She's like, ta 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 ta.
Yeah.
Like that. Oh, come on.
Yeah, but that was I guess somebody on Reddit or somebody figured that out. It's like at least one person was Dolores.
Oh really?
Which like, and then watch when we start to watch second season again. Remember when they were waterboarding Bernard,
Yeah.
right? And they're like, tell him where they are, Bernard. And then she like try to push him all the time, but in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
whole time that was Dolores. And then she like
Shoot
Whoa,
off
that's
some
crazy
badass
as hell.
fireworks.
and then like she whispers something in his ear. Remember?
Yeah, yeah.
And
What do you
then
think it was?
I think it was like, like you get, no, tell them this. I think she told them what to say.
Oh.
To where to find.
Like we need
the
to get to the fort. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's
we need
go.
to get
Let's go back
here
to the
first
forge.
before we get hit. Yeah,
Or he's like,
because remember he scrambled his mind, so he doesn't
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on.
And a lot of people were saying when Charlotte has the vest on is when that's actually Dolores.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
When
when she
they
doesn't
found
have
her over there.
when she doesn't have a vest on, that's like Charlotte Hale. But then when you start seeing her with the vest on and all this stuff,
oh yeah.
Dolores.
I watched a video of with Charlotte Hale's actress saying that she got cues from Dolores from Evan Rachel Wood saying, "Hey, like, how do I act as Dolores?"
Oh yeah,
And then like,
she totally acted like Dolores.
yeah, she's like,
Like-
okay. The
Yeah.
tips that she gave her was like, oh, like when you walk, like try not to move your arms that much, and like when you look at stuff, move your eyes first before you move your head. So like little cues.
What?
It's cool. Like yeah, like
That's all crazy.
That makes sense, man. Because after we see Charlotte, like in the future, whatever, in that present day,
yeah,
she's always like, "Tell them where they are, Bernard." Like,
Yeah,
like all
yeah.
like, kind of like, it's just weird, man.
Damn,
Like
see,
she
now
was
I-
so in like,
I want to
She
watch
knew
it
what's
again
up.
just to look for those moments.
Yeah.
yeah,
More homework.
yeah. But that was a huge plot twist. I didn't know.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I was like, tight. I was like, what? Tight. When Carl Strand got shot, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
who did it?
Hey, dude, he was kind of a useless character.
he
Yeah.
was.
He was brought on just for Dolores to cap him in the head.
Yeah, all he did was yell like, "Where is it? What am
Yeah.
I doing? Where
Yeah.
is it?"
So
we
then-
forgot
okay.
to go over when Bernard was after he shot Dolores. Like, go out. He was going up in the elevator, and then
Yeah.
we see the picture of fucking Men in Black, like getting
Oh.
up to go into the elevator. So we're assuming that they'd see each other.
Yeah, I thought when he pressed the button.
It-
or
yeah, he
whatever.
would be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he wasn't, and that was it. Like.
So yeah,
okay.
so what happened to him after that? Because when he opens the elevator, he's in the distant future in the broken forge with, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Yeah.
fidelity test.
So we're jumping
Yeah.
after the
We're
credits.
jumping.
After,
So
Yeah,
after
I
the
guess
screen.
we'll finish up this though. For
Okay.
Yeah, but what?
Bernard.
So where does he end up? Like how does he get to that medic tent at the end of the current timeline?
Who, Bernard?
No, a Man
Oh.
in Black.
Oh, they found them. They must have found them. So that's current. Like they found them. They probably found them before the
Oh.
forge.
Mm.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, because he didn't end up there. So they most likely found them before, probably
Shit.
washed up somewhere. I'm assuming.
Hmm.
In the current time, because they found him alive. So, and he is alive because we know from the future,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And then what? Charloris
Yeah.
is coming out there
Charloris.
with her body armor, right? Like
Yeah.
clutching that freaking gat with her body armor, just like trying to get through. And they're scanning people.
Oh yeah.
And then fucking Stubbs like gets in front of her, right?
yeah.
Oh, that
And gives her
portion.
that whole
the beach
speech.
portion.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he is a host.
He's a
Yeah.
host
Fuck.
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
fucking time. He's a host.
So Ford made a bodyguard for the host
That's fucking dope.
to look as exactly security. It's like,
Yeah.
it is my core drive. Hint,
Yeah.
hint. Wink, wink.
So a bunch of
Like,
people
okay.
online were talking about how they didn't believe that he was a host yet, just because like they felt like he was using host like terminology, right? But
That's
then
what I thought at first.
yeah, but then in interviews with the directors and with the writers, that was supposed to be your cue, knowing that he was a host.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, so he's
I
a
thought it was
host.
just being clever and using like
Yeah, just because
You know
he's
what I
been
mean?
there for so long.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. He was just being like clever and like, ho ho, I'm such a good
Employee.
Security guard,
I,
yeah.
re- I read the handbook 10 times.
Yeah,
shit
so
like that.
that's pretty dope. I didn't see that coming either.
No, I didn't. That was a good twist.
That's another. Fuck. So okay, so who are those 5 pearls?
So yeah, so Charlotte or Charloris makes it onto the boat finally. She gets to the mainland, looks inside of her purse, and there's 5 pearls, 5
pearls,
head nuts, chestnuts inside of her purse.
Yeah.
So one
Who's
has
the
to be
5?
one has to be Bernard.
Right.
Yep.
One has to be Dolores. I mean, no, not Dolores. No, wait.
It has to be someone that's inside of Charlotte's body now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What if it's
Abernathy?
Ford?
I was just kidding.
I don't know how to say it. What if it's like Ford and like he's like, ooh.
He's
Look
like,
at
I
my
like
body."
this. Dolores."
Yeah.
So yeah,
But
there's-
would it be Abernathy though? Like, why would he take
don't
his
know.
dad back? I don't think it's Abernathy
So-
because he had too much other shit in his head.
what do you
He's- yeah, he's-
what about? Do you think Teddy's a possibility?
I don't know because she beamed him up.
She beamed him into the.
How do they
What-
know? No, I'm just trying to, like, what if like, cause they're not labeled.
I know, right?
And so she built Charlotte, right? She put the thing in. It's like, oh shit, wrong person.
I know.
So-
She like took a bunch. She's like, have no time.
It's like Dolores is like Bernard. Like, the fuck?
Yeah. Right.
Ew.
Yeah, but
Wait, so
maybe
before
she's
we,
able to scan him first. It's like,
Well,
nope.
maybe.
Yeah.
before we get to that whole scene with on the mainland scene, she beams him up. She puts Teddy back. Like she changes her mind, right, to not delete the host because when she was actual Dolores, she wanted to delete the host.
Right.
But when she came back as Hale or as Charlotte body, she decided not to get rid of the host.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's
And
the
then-
biggest change of consciousness for her to actually change
Save them.
her her narrative or her
So
mind.
she takes the pearl, puts it back into the thing, uploads Teddy into the Valley Beyond.
Uh-huh.
So would that mean that Teddy is not one of the pearls that she took?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Because she beamed them up with everybody else and then beamed them to a different location.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm assuming like let him because he's not gonna be like she said. She kept repeating like he's not
But
he's
I
not
feel
like fit for the world for that world.
Yeah.
I feel like he wasn't meant, Teddy wasn't meant for the journey getting there. Like he didn't
Yeah.
have enough balls to get out of the park.
Yeah.
But maybe in the real world he might be.
I don't know
I don't
the
think it's
things
gonna
that
be-
she's trying to plan. I don't think Teddy's gonna be fucking kosher
Because
with
I think
that.
the Teddy that she made, fucking put up his aggression, put up all that motherfucker's not meant for the real world.
Yeah.
yeah.
Or to live, in that.
I don't think the other Teddy would be too though, because she's gonna still murk people.
Oh yeah.
She
true.
doesn't like that, and he's not gonna do it.
I don't know. Then I don't know who the rest of those pearls are because.
Yeah,
if
because it
Maeve-
can't be Angela. Angela blew herself up,
Yeah.
and who else was on her team before? Like it can't be.
Because I mean, Maeve is still in the park.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's still in the park, and she's in the good hands of the cats,
Mm-hmm.
as well as her crew.
yeah. Who else would be loyal to Dolores?
Abernathy would be. Well, I don't know if his file is corrupted or whatever, but that
Yeah.
might be a person.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll
It's a-
see.
it's a-
I'm
it's a-
hope
yeah.
they might like just have a bunch of new characters, which I don't mind. Get a bunch of new,
Her minions, basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
new minions, new crew, because their old crew's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, like who's in Charlotte Hale's body though?
It's
Because
Ford,
but
dude.
she needs
It's
she needs Charlotte Hale because she still holds a high position in
Right.
Delos.
What if it is Charlotte Hale?
Her consciousness.
Because she read the book.
Oh, and she recreated Arnold.
Yeah. And
She did
But she-
recreate
and-
Arnold.
But
In
she
order-
recreated Arnold through her memories though.
yeah, in order for
but she
her,
read the book.
in order for her to get
That's true.
to the top ranks of Delos, she needs a person who knows Delos,
Yeah.
and to get
Yeah.
to get into infiltrate their.
Oh
System.
shit.
Dude, I wouldn't
out there.
trust Charlotte though. She's a snake.
I know, but like Charlotte, loyal to Dolores.
Yeah, because she's able to change. She was able to change Arnold to become Bernard
Mm-hmm.
because Arnold kept wanting.
Oh yeah,
to
you
kill him.
tweak some of the stuff.
Yeah, so she
though.
tweaked.
That's
She
right.
tweaked. she tweaked Arnold to become Bernard so that he
Yeah.
wouldn't always want to fucking kill himself.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she's like, okay, but there's a few things that we needed to change.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That
maybe
makes- that would make a
she,
lot of
yeah.
sense.
So she probably did that with Charlotte. So it could be Charlotte.
I mean, yeah, or a version of Charlotte.
Yeah.
It might not be, Arnold Bernard type.
Right.
That type of.
She'll still be named Charlotte,
Yeah.
but like it'll be like how Charlotte or how Arnold became Bernard.
Like, if you think about it, maybe humans can't get host or hybrid host to be stable, but what
Yeah.
if a host can get a hybrid host stable because of the fact that they know that your code is not as as complicated or is really really simple, and then like make the tweaks. Like that's what Dolores is like, a superpower would be or whatever.
Yeah.
What
Sure.
if like I don't know, I'm kind of like comparing it to Black Mirror. Remember in that episode of Black Mirror where you could implant a like a consciousness into your head so that they could see, like, remember when it was the episode where the wife dies but they keep her consciousness alive and they install it in the husband so that they could watch their kid or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And she's dead. And then,
Yeah, but her consciousness is alive and it's installed in the boyfriend or the husband's brain.
yeah. And then she kept on nagging him.
Yeah, and so she ended up keeping on nagging him. So he ends up transferring her consciousness to that teddy bear, and then
Oh,
giving the
that's
teddy bear to the
right.
son or to the kid.
Yeah,
You remember that episode?
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I remember that.
So it kind of goes back to like the passenger. So what if? So just I don't know, just me fucking thinking
Go
out
for
loud.
it. Go for it.
What if human consciousness are the passengers of the hosts? So like they're still like how Ford was
With Bernard.
like just kind of like riding along with Bernard. What if that's the way that that's the way that consciousness will stay alive? Like since the fidelity tests aren't like working with just a human alone, they'll need like a host to kind of like piggyback on. So like I don't know, that's kind of like that, like
So-
how, like the episode of Black Mirrors.
So inside of Hale, then, because Hale was a human,
Right.
and her consciousness was preserved inside of
So like she could be piggybacking. Hale could be piggybacking on
who.
I don't know, another host, like some host or something.
It's a copy of Dolores. I don't know.
Yeah, or something. Because so like
Oh, unless she did all that. She made 5 copies or 4 copies of herself.
Fuck.
I know.
Dude, that would be insane, though.
She said,
because
"Fuck
they all have
everyone."
the same fucking motive.
She said, "Fuck everyone. I'm just gonna make myself 5
that'd be
times."
legit too. That'd be legit too.
Right?
Fuck,
The
that'd be
Dolores
crazy.
one.
All a unified vision.
Fuck,
Right? Hive mind.
unstoppable.
Be like, hey, number
yeah.
2. Hey, number 3.
Yeah.
Hey, number 2.
So yeah, I guess we're not gonna figure out who the rest of them are, because I mean, fuck, dude. I don't know who would be worthy enough to bring.
Right. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. Like, they're back at Bernard's old house
Yeah.
in China.
Yeah,
wherever
in
they
China.
are. Yeah.
Most
Hong
likely in
Kong.
China.
So so if Bernard and Dolores have they have the same goal but opposing perspectives of how to get there. Why would she bring him back to
Like fight against.
to fight against?
To
Like,
be the
why?
rival.
I guess she needs that antagonist. Like, I don't know. Or like,
And she knew it. Like she's like, I'm gonna need someone to kind
I don't
of
know.
regulate me or to
What
put me back, keep me in my perspective.
when I first thought about it, I kind of wanted how Dolores read all those books, and she was all like, okay, well, I kind of get how the humans are now or whatever, and then like she, I feel like I don't know, spoilers, like Infinity War, but like how Doctor Strange in Infinity War was like why would you give him the time stone?
Like she
and
knew
save-
she figured out all the possibilities.
Yeah, like why would you like give him the time stone and like save Tony Stark's life type of thing, right?
Yeah.
And then like what if that was
part of the
part of the reason why
the game.
she needed Bernard there is like maybe she'll
He
fucking
needs to be
wreak
part of-
havoc
Yeah.
and like do all the things, but then like the person to actually pick up all the pieces and have, you know, whatever piece
Oh,
or whatever
crazy.
would be Bernard
Yeah.
afterward.
He's part of the end game. or
He's part of
whatever.
the end game and not right now. Like, yeah, she needs to do and
I
cause
need to
havoc.
keep you.
and-
I need to keep you alive for right
yeah,
now.
I need to keep you alive because later on you're gonna come into play.
Yeah.
Type of shit.
Fuck. Yeah. Well, so maybe Bernard thought the same thing too, because that's why he put her in Hale's body.
Yeah. Like
Like, maybe, yeah. So maybe vice versa.
Hmm.
Like Bernard's like, oh, like she's. Too,
I need you now.
Yeah, she's too important,
Yeah.
and like, yeah, I need you now to like fucking
Do all
let's
this
get
crazy
this
shit.
bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
She killed my friend.
And then later on
host
the
kind.
mainland, that's when Dolores needs Bernard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope.
Maybe she need. Yeah, because like he did help her change her mind.
Yeah. Which is something
What
that
else?
humans
Yeah.
can't do. Coming from the from the Forge's idea, saying
Yeah.
that humans always stick to that cornerstone or that
Yeah.
idea, that drive, and they never, you know, stray away from it. The difference between humans and hosts is that hosts can change
Yeah.
and humans can't. Fucking this show is all fucking deep.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, then. So moving on, right?
It's a Man in Black.
To the Man in Black, the post-credit scene.
Let's do
The
that.
future. Yeah.
So yeah, they were saying it's the way distant future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what the fuck?
So I
So-
feel like. Oh, go ahead.
No, go
Go
for
for
it.
it.
Go for it.
He's doing that to himself
Whoa.
because he's probably trying to change, like, because he's a monster, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of this guy who kills his, who like is pretty much responsible for his wife's death,
And his daughter.
brother-in-law, and his daughter. So I
Yeah.
feel like he's keep on running the loop to see if there's any good in himself, where he doesn't kill his daughter.
Oh.
Shit. I didn't
You know,
think about
because
that.
like
That's
we know
crazy.
that, you know, there's always that one that humans are always gonna be. They ended up to that one conclusion. They
That
always
one
end up
point,
to that
yeah.
one thing.
It's like
So I
Delos
feel
and
like-
his son, right?
Yeah,
Delos and Logan. That scene.
But to put yourself
Yeah.
through that shit, it's like you're fucking making yourself suffer.
I
Because
mean-
like when he
Exactly.
gets to that point, he doesn't know that he's part of that test.
Yeah.
You know
no,
what I mean? And so imagine he's doing that every time. You don't know that you're part of that test.
but that's I don't know. That I feel like
That's
that's
him
his
suffering.
hell. Like that's
That's
his
like he-
payback. That's
so
his like.
He's
karma,
trying to
like,
find a path that leads not him
Not-
killing his
his daughter.
daughter.
Yeah, because that's his biggest mistake there too. His last mistake.
Huh.
That probably is like Delos turning his back on Logan kind of moment.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because that's
Yeah.
his that defining moment was
Mhm.
when he turned away his son.
Yeah. And whatever Delos went through, Jim Delos, that's what Man in Black is going through.
Huh.
And he's trying to change it. He's trying to find that where he's actually not a monster. He doesn't kill his daughter. Like, yeah.
Because even inside of the fidelity test or whatever, host Emily at this point,
Yeah.
asked him, "What are you hoping to find?" or like something like that. Like,
Yeah.
like, why are you doing this? Like, what are you hoping to find? And then he says something about, I want to prove that, like, you know, a program can't tell me who I am or some shit like that.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, see?
Yeah. Huh. So why do you think they brought him back? Like, in the context of the whole show and how it's gone, right? And in the distant future, they decide to bring him back or whatever. But why?
I think since he owns the shit,
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
like, okay, hold on, I'm gonna put myself in simulation. Like, here, you can take all whatever, just give me this.
But
Like-
but that fidelity test is not a simulation, though, right? That
Well,
fidelity
kind
test
of is because he puts him through that whole storyline again where he doesn't.
because
like-
doesn't Emily like clarify like this is not like What are you talking like? Because he's like, oh, I'm in the thing, right? Like I'm in the simulation. Like, oh shit, am I in the thing? And she's like,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
like
in it,
like
aren't
that
I?
software's gone. You know that the whole thing is gone. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I don't know. I don't know what he's either. I don't think he's in the park anymore. I think he's in like the forge or something. Like how Jim Delos is in the forge and he went through all that shit. You know, because we see Jim Delos's thing in the forge, his loop, and
Yeah.
you see the different versions. So I feel like now he's Jim Delos in that same, like,
But
loop
it's
in the
a
forge.
simulation and not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's not a simulation.
Really?
Just because there's no black bars.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
no
because
black
the black
bars,
bars
like-
represent.
Like and then when Emily tells him like, yeah, this isn't like, you're not in the thing. Like this is you. Like, yeah.
Shit, unless he made his own thing. Unless Westworld's just his own Westworld now and they
His
close
own-
that
yeah.
part down. Because I
Or
thought
ma-
they'll reopen it after all those deaths.
Or maybe, I don't know, just theorizing. Maybe they need like, let's say in the way distant future, right? They're about to fucking, like, Dolores, like, fucking prevailed, and, like, it's almost all hosts, and, like, no humans, or a few humans left. Like, the distant future is, like, the humans try to bring back a monster to take care of all the host problems that they're having. Or,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like, because if it's in a distant future, something had happened.
yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
just
And she found a way.
yeah, and she fucking rules the world now. And in order for the humans to come back and take their land or take their world back, they need to bring in a monster, and that's why they're bringing. I don't know.
Oh, they're trying to keep. That's why he's still around.
Yeah. I don't know. Just theory crafting. We won't actually know until.
Yeah, we'll see on the next season.
Did we have
Honestly,
any,
I don't know where they're going to go from here.
Yeah. Did we have any theories before that got debunked from this episode?
Yeah.
Which one? Oh, that Hale and
Elsie.
Elsie were working together, but I mean, yeah, that kind of
That was already kind of.
yeah. She
not
kind
proving.
of betrayed Bernard.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
I don't know. A lot of stuff that got debunked. I guess current timeline, we know that Man in Black's not a host.
Yeah, Men in Black's not a host.
But yeah, that wrapped up pretty well. I feel like the whole series was pretty fast though.
Yeah.
Dude, that was 10 weeks.
10
but, like, it
weeks.
just went by
Yeah.
so quick.
Like they gave us so many small snippets. Like Shogun World was it's huge at the end of the last season, right?
Mhm.
Like the huge reveal, but it was one episode,
Yeah.
1.5,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess, 1.5 episodes. And then
I'm
you know,
worried
they
for Game of Thrones, man.
Oh yeah,
I'm
because
worried.
it's only
I mean-
what 6 episodes.
6 episodes. They do have a bigger budget, and I feel like HBO is gonna put all they have into this last season.
Last season, yeah. Fuck.
So I mean, I don't know. I'm hoping that Westworld has maybe one more season.
Westworld?
Westworld has one more solid season, because I don't know how many seasons they can actually build up.
Yeah, a lot of people are actually disappointed. Not
Yeah.
a lot of people, but they keep just saying they're disappointed on Reddit,
I don't know.
which
I'm
is
not disappointed.
that's a small minority, but
Yeah, I'm not disappointed. I'm happy the way it's going.
No.
I like that this show keeps me fucking guessing, and like it makes me think about what might happen next.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it's not like that fucking predictable,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah,
it's fun-
for the
it's
people
fun.
that say like this, what's bad about it, I feel like if they did it the way they wanted, they expected it to be, they'll argue against that. It's like, oh, it was too long. No, it was too short. And it's
Yeah.
you can't win.
They're always gonna complain about shit.
I mean, if you think about it, this whole season had solid fucking episodes, had like amazing episodes like fucking like Shogun World and fucking Real the Sphinx. Like all those fucking episodes were fucking solid, dude. And like even the Akecheta episode, like that was solid as hell. And like
Yeah.
one thing I'm gonna reiterate from one of the podcasts that I've listened to, I like that I don't know exactly who to root for.
Yeah.
Like, you want to root for this person, but they have this idea. You want to root for this person, but they have this idea. It's not like you have one song like hero.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're like, I want to root for this person, but everybody has a gray area to them.
Yeah, and everybody's like you get where everybody's coming from too.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck, I don't know if like I want to be a pro host, pro guest, like,
Yeah, and
you know.
that actually came from the director, or Lisa Nolan and Jonathan Nolan,
Yeah.
like the writers or the producers. Like, they wanted that to happen. They wanted people to not know their hero, not know who to root for. And I'm like, once I knew that, I was like, fuck, dude, they're doing something different in TV. Because usually you're just like, oh fuck, like I want to root for this
Like
person.
you kind of root for everybody at one point.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I know they're like both like opposing views and stuff
Yeah.
from each other, but like I want both of them to win somehow. You know?
Somehow, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't want these people to die. Plus, at the same time, like the hosts have a point.
I don't know. A lot of people hate on it, but I feel like this series might be something like Empire Strikes Back, like Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. When at first viewing, a bunch of people didn't like it,
Oh.
but then as
Oh,
you know,
really?
the years, when it came out,
First came out.
yeah, when it first came out, everybody kind of gave it a negative review.
Awesome.
Everybody like hated it, but then years passed and all this stuff, and then now like people
It's like the
renowned it as
best
like
one.
the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like this show might be something like that.
yeah. Give it time.
Yeah, give it
People
time
are
to.
still like soaking it in.
Yeah, it's like too advanced for its time.
Exactly.
thing. Then again, it's the Nolans too.
Dude, Nolans are
The
killing it.
Nolans.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking crazy ass movies like Interstellar. Like that shit fucking blew my mind.
Wait, it's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same family.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
yeah, same family.
Crazy.
Yeah, they do all that like fucking
What? Inception,
Batman.
The Dark Knight movies. Yeah.
Dark Knight movies. Yeah,
What?
Yeah.
same family.
Crazy.
Yep.
Like, how are they related? Brothers?
I think
Well, Lisa Nolan
Joy,
is the wife of
Jonathan Nolan.
Jonathan Nolan he's the brother.
It's like Lisa Joy and Jonathan Nolan or something,
Yeah,
right?
Lisa Joy. I think they're married.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then the other Nolan brother. What's his name? Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christopher
That's the
Nolan,
brother.
who did the
Oh.
Batman
Yeah.
series.
Yeah. And Inception and all that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
So-
also did Lost, so
Oh,
that
yeah.
make this thing
Oh,
makes
that's how they came
ton
out.
of sense for
Yeah.
Lost. Yeah,
So I mean, if you look at this show and you look at those movies, like at first, you first watch it, you're just fucking confused as hell. You're like, what the hell's going on? But
plus
then you
it's all
keep
under
watching it.
fucking J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot
Oh, yeah,
fucking
that too,
production
huh?
company. So
So I feel like
Yeah.
this art form or this show is a piece of art, but maybe too advanced for people to actually follow right now. A lot of people are dropping off because its storytelling is not so linear, and it's like
Yeah.
progressive,
Yeah.
and that's why I think a lot of people like dropped off or whatever. But at the same time, like that's the reason why I stay, is because it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
so conventional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
well, yeah, Bernard, the actual actor,
Uh-huh.
he like had a tweet at the end of the season talking about like it's great to have like a series like Westworld because it brings people together, brings minds together, and actually lets you critically think about like after an episode happens that you can have a like deep conversation about it, and it can go either way kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like
It's cool.
So since the season's over, moving forward, like what the fuck are we gonna talk about?
Damn. What's the future of this podcast?
Yeah.
yeah. No, man, we could go a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
And then
Figure out some shit.
you'll see in the next episode, I guess.
for sure.
Yeah.
On that note,
We're gonna call it.
let's call it.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if you're still here,
If you guys are still here.
if you stayed the whole time, thank you all for watching, listening, and all that shit. Be sure to check us out next week when we figure out what the fuck we're gonna talk about. Maybe we'll just
Yeah.
talk
Not
about that.
Westworld.
Shit, maybe we'll take a week off. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we'll see.
yeah, we'll either way, we'll see you next time on the CR. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you all next time. I think I already said that.
Yeah. Kingcrux Instagram, Kingcrux Twitter. Hit me up.
Yeah, incognesto on Twitter and incognesto on Instagram. Look me up.
Uncle Geno, scamlikely. Don't answer my phone calls.
All right, everybody.
All right.
Peace.
Peace out.
End.